chaos and corruption in the European Union, in their letter, 7 ministers of European Parliament, MEPs, request an investigation into the funding of 320 million euros received by the laboratory Orgenesis Inc. under the direction of European Commissioner Ursula von der Leyen's husband from the commission she leads. Obviously there's a very gross conflict of interest there. The letter. Chaos, corruption in the EU. In their letter, the 7 MPs request the investigation into this huge amount of 320 million euros received by Orgenesis Inc. Lab under the direction of Ursula von der Leyen's husband from the commission which she heads. One scandal follows another. John wins, John drinks, nepotism in mafia standards. The elite share millions and they shamelessly throw crumbs to the people. This is following, of course, the Qatar gate of the bags of money that Qatar has supplied to ministers of European Parliament. And the prosecutors of Belgium are still counting these funds. Now, European corruption. Ministers of Parliament rebel and declare war on von der Leyen and her husband in a letter addressed to the European Commissioner responsible for transparency. 7 MEPs requested on December 16 that the EU conduct an investigation into the commercial activities of Heiko von der Leyen, the husband of Ursula von der Leyen, the current president of the European Commission. Very recently, several reliable Italian media had revealed that the laboratory Orgenesis Inc., under the direction of Heiko von der Leyen, had benefited from funding of 320 million euros from the European Commission, a commission headed, of course, by his wife. What do you know? Von der Leyen's husband targeted by MEPs at a time when the European Parliament has just been rocked by a serious corruption case involving high-profile figures of MEPs. And these 7 MEPs, the ministers of the European Parliament, are demanding that the European Union look into the activities of Heiko von der Leyen, the husband of Ursula von der Leyen. A personality has been increasingly criticized for its opaque handling of the vaccine contracts it signed with Pfizer. Taking advantage of the scandal that's weakening Brussels, the 7 MEPs are demanding that light be shed on the business of a man whose activities are more than dubious. So in a letter posted on Twitter on December 16, the 7 ministers of European Parliament who do not mince their words and target Orgenesis, in whose laboratory von der Leyen's husband is a medical director. Quote, we are particularly concerned to see press articles in Italy and Germany about the commercial activity in EU countries of Orgenesis Inc., an American company that employs Mr. Heiko von der Leyen, the husband of the president of the European Commission, end quote. In the letter, the MEPs referred to the recent scandal revealed at the end of last October by Le Courrier du Soir of France, and referred to the presence of Heiko von der Leyen on the supervisory board of an institution that received funding of more than 300 million euros by the European Commission led by his wife, Ursula von der Leyen. Faced with strong pressure from the media, Heiko von der Leyen had finally resigned his position, but his company, Orgenesis Inc., remains at his institution, a detail that did not escape the attention of 7 deputies who clearly underlined it in their letter. Quote, according to Italian media, although Mr. von der Leyen resigned from the Foundation Supervisory Board, Orgenesis Italy SRL continues to be part of the project and receives grants of up to 200,000 euros per year from the Italian Recovery and Resilience Plan. The reporters also pointed out that Orgenesis Inc. and its European subsidiaries are not registered in the Transparency Register of the European Union, complained the MEPs. Of course he's not registered because they don't want to find out that his wife is giving them all these millions of euros, hundreds of millions. Now the 7 MEPs report potential conflicts of interest. No kidding. Quote, the husband of the President of the European Commission assumes a leading managerial role as medical director and general manager in a private company involved in projects financed or co-financed by European programs, thus by public money. The questions of European Union citizens and their representatives about possible conflicts of interest are legitimate, they point out. Of course, MEPs call on Transparency Commissioner to investigate whether Mr. Heigl von der Leyen's leadership positions are compatible with the institution's role of his wife, Ursula von der Leyen, according to Le Couloir de ce soir. So a full press release follows. This is by Dipen News. I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.